I'm on the wrong server. I was like, where's the channel that I basically like post the Discord notification for this? There it is. Okay. Right, here he is. Freezing my bum off because my little heater, which is fucking old, is dying. I think it's just like really losing. It's just not as efficient as it used to be. It's on maximum and it basically is not pumping out as much heat. However, it is like -6 here in the UK. So right now. So it might just be the fact that there's so much cold outside that the inside is just like, the heater's not working enough to warm up the room enough to basically make it feel warmer. I don't know. But yeah, it's cold. It's what I'm trying to say. It's cold. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know what to do with myself. I kind of like I should be going to bed early. I should be in bed right now because I've got to get up early because I've got a delivery. Like the food is delivering tomorrow. Finally, which is good. Although I'm not that like it's weird to be excited for food. Like I would just go to the shops and buy stuff, but I can't because I have no money. But apart from that, it's like my partner's finally coming back tomorrow, which is nice. Hopefully, anyway. And because he's coming back, he has activated the food shipment because like he has to pay for the food now. It makes me feel shit, but but yeah, he has to pay for the food, and he kept asking me. He's like, "Are you okay? Have you got enough food?" And it's like, "Yeah, I'm good." Like, I've already got stuff in the freezer to eat, but I'm still good. That's good enough, you know. So yeah, tomorrow food is arriving, and it's arriving in the morning, and it is already the morning, but later in the morning. And oh my god, is my body just like craving so much of the food that's coming? It's going to be like another Christmas. It's going to be crazy how much I need like this food, it seems. But before when I didn't know that the food was coming tomorrow, it was kind of a situation of like I was okay, but now the food's coming, I've got like I've kind of got this headache thing that's going on, and I think it might just be because I'm hungry, and also because like the caffeine, even though it's only a small amount of caffeine, the caffeine that's in my Pepsi Max is like, well, you get caffeine withdrawal if you basically don't have any caffeine, and I know I only have tiny amounts of caffeine, but I don't have anything that has natural caffeine in it in the house. I've used up all my Christmas chocolates, like and my Christmas cookies, and like there's nothing, because chocolate has caffeine in it. Chocolate has a chemical that basically acts very much like caffeine, and I think it might even just be caffeine. I don't know, but essentially, like, I've got Nutella. I might just sit on the sofa and just with the Nutella jar and eat the Nutella. I don't know. I do have like a couple of slices of pita bread that I was going to give to Damon while we were waiting for food to arrive, because he's still sick, and I could basically just like get those out of the fridge and then kind of like just use those to scoop some. I'm going to do that now. I'm going to do that when I leave this live stream. I'm going to go do that. But yeah, I should be going to bed really. If I eat that, then that means that I can't go to bed. So yeah, I don't know. I've had kind of like a random, almost like a creative crisis kind of situation as well, where like the AI stuff, for example, is just kind of, it's kind of like at first I was getting stuck on like one image and trying to figure out how to make it do what I wanted it to do, and then basically like getting bored with it. And it's just, it shouldn't be boring. It was fun, and now it's getting boring when it's not doing exactly what I wanted to do, and that's annoying me. And yet it's completely different because like each time, each image that I'm trying to animate using the prompts and stuff, it's like one of them, it will be incredibly hard to get it to do exactly what I want, even though it's really simple. I just have to find the right ways of telling it to do what I want it to do, and it just doesn't. And I've had like a few of those in a row just recently. But then there's like ones that I put in, and then it will just do it, because it also, when you upload an image, it does like it does an animation automatically just based on the image that you uploaded, and sometimes those are perfect. So it's weird. It's weird. It's weird. Also, my main muse, Ice Pup, is not here. He's not talking to me again for a little while. Not because like he's mad at me or anything, and not because I'm mad at him. It's basically because he's got some family time, so he's got to spend some time with his family. So it means that like he's kind of like, he's very serious when it comes to like this. There's work time. There's like, serious work time in which he will cut himself off from like social interaction and just work. Just do nothing but work for sometimes weeks on end. And then there's also family time, and basically it's the same kind of situation. He's like, he goes back to his hometown, and like that's it. He's kind of encapsulated in that hometown. There's no like getting information messages to him. He's completely cut off. I don't know if it's like an Icelandic culture thing or what, but it's like, yeah. But when he's just working, when he's just generally working, not work time, when he's generally just working, or like when he's just not with his family, that's when I can talk to him, which is nice. But anyway, like I said, right now but he's the main muse. Like he basically like drops some ideas, and like I send him all of the videos and stuff, and it's like, so yeah, I don't know. I think a combination of like the headache and like the creative kind of bankruptcy that I found myself in, and the hunger is kind of like all kind of combining to the point where I'm just like creatively tired, I guess. I don't know. I also had random um like nasty people, just like just a random spike just this week, last week, I guess, of just random nasty people, just like really hating me because I'm using AI of any sort, and I'm still kind of confused about that. It's weird. It's like, yeah, it's okay. I don't care about your stupid opinions. It's just that, like, like fine, go away. You know, if you don't like me, then or you don't like my stuff, don't look at it or leave. You know, there's no need to direct message me just stuff. Even when you basically like, there's one there's a couple in particular that basically are doing it in a very kind of like pretending to be nice way, but at the same time, if you read what they're actually writing, it's more like, you know, um, it's like, oh, I never meant to call you a bastard. I just meant that what you're doing is you're doing things in bastard ways. I actually really like all of this content. I just hate the fact that you do this content. And it's like, you know how insulting that sounds, right? It's really bad. It's really mean. How would you like it if I basically said this, like, yeah, I really like your nose, but the rest of your face is super ugly. You know? It's just, oh, I've had that, and it doesn't really, it just, I was going to say, it doesn't really annoy me. Literally the only thing that pisses me off about it is the fact that they have messaged me to insult me, or to kind of like roundabout ways of insulting me, and it's just like, you can just not. Although I've had the opposite, of where basically somebody has just like sent me a message saying that it's like, oh, I'm following you from everything because I hate you for using AI. And you know, when I sent them a message back saying, it's like, you could have done that without telling me. Like, I get it, it's okay, have a good life, etc. You know. Um but then I get the message back saying, it's like, yeah, but if I do that, then you don't get the message. And it's like, what message? What you just said, I basically already understood. You leaving is yeah, I get it. You know. Oh, whatever. Sounds like you need to gather your thoughts for a bit. That's, I mean, that isn't that what I'm doing. Hi, Panafox. You know, like, yeah, I don't really have any. That's it. That's all the thoughts. It's just like, I'm just telling you what's happened. I'm not really that meh about it. Or are you talking about like the whole random creative like bankruptcy thing? I basically need a holiday. I just need a little holiday. You know, it's just I didn't. I couldn't do that. So yeah. Um. Whatever. Next month, I think I'm actually getting my therapist back, which would be nice. Which would be good. I just that I feel like that it's not my depression returning exactly. It's just that it's kind of just like back to normal. Bullshit. Back to normal everyday life bullshit, you know? Um I feel like, but it's weird because I've already had that, so I don't understand. I don't get it. I need help. I need her to come back. Um and like, I think that's happening next month. I'm not entirely sure yet, but yeah. Eh. How are you though, Panafox? What are you up to? What are you doing? I keep needing to go pee and then not needing to go pee. I think it has something to do with the temperature, you know, like my legs are really cold. But my head actually feels quite warm. I think I might be coming down with something. Although again, it might just be the headache, you know. It might just be the random little headache. The usual. Okay. I really hate that question as well. Yeah, how you doing? What's up? I always respond with the what's up? You know, because I don't want to explain how I'm doing. Because I keep making this mistake, and I have to explain this. Oh, gonna go on a little rant again, already so soon. Yeah, like I have a couple of messages from people saying that like um it's on grammar because I've got to I don't check my grammar as much as I used to. I used to check it basically every other day. Um, but ever since grammar basically their customer service department was just really stuck up and rude at me. I just am like I'm kind of I really don't like grammar anymore, which is annoying because I used to be really cool and really nice and you know they used to be a bit slimy, a little bit slimy. Like they would basically send representatives to when you would have events that were advertised on grammar, they would come to the events. They would send people to the events who weren't there to be at the event. They were literally there to kind of like judge you on how the event went and stuff, just so that they can see if you're worthy to be an event organizer kind of thing. And it was just like I was okay with that, but it's just in hindsight, and at the time, you know, I'm realizing in hindsight, but at the time, people kept telling me it's like that's a bit scummy, you know, it's a bit not cool, you know, of them to do. But yeah, but I've been checking. I've been checking my grammar recently, and essentially I got a bunch of messages saying it's like you're too hard to talk to, you know. It's like you're ignoring me, etc. And it's like no, I just don't check my messages there daily anymore. But they don't seem to get it. Even when I explain it to them, they're always like, you know, they're just lots of people whining and making judgments about me again. But yeah, like one person literally just wrote, "I can't talk to you." So I wrote, "That's a shame. Bye." I'm on other things other than grammar. Anyway, um, I got a bunch of those messages as well. Just lots of negativity. There's not a lot of positivity coming my way for some reason. I don't get it. I don't get what I did. What did I do exactly that makes people so pissed off? I don't understand. Oh, I do. Actually, I do know. I do know one person has the complaint against me, and I found this hilarious. They're pissed off at me for being poor. Yeah. It's just it's just so uncool, you know. Like they're pissed off at me for not having money. So they're pissed off at me for not having money to post, you know, to make new content, and they're pissed off at me for not posting on YouTube anymore as well. And it's like I tried to post on YouTube, they took down a couple of my channels just pretty much instantly, and flagged a bunch of my other channels. So I'm like, I'm not going to post on YouTube anymore. I can't do it, you know. But yeah, but then yeah, so confusing. to be pissed off with somebody because they're poor. I don't see how you still use those sites still, because it's advertising. Well, you started a AI art series in a time where AI is hated. Yeah. I'm kind of the AI art thing. I've explained it. It's the, you know, it's the way that I'm still making content and posting content when I couldn't make content and I couldn't post content. I still kind of can't post content because even though I've got now, oh, the Telegram archive is up and running. It's yeah, I'm uploading stuff to it. But I can't upload basically like new content to the Telegram archive, basically because it's just like, it's not a video hosting site. I'm literally just posting the old content. It's a place where all of my old content is going to be at some point. It does have a 4 gig. Is it 4 gig or 4 meg? I'm trying to remember which ones. How. I'm trying to remember the size of the files. I want to say gig. Wait. Yeah, it's 4 gig. So basically, there's a 4 gig limit on the size of the files that you can upload to Telegram. So I've got a couple of videos that I need to cut in half basically and then post them, I think. But yeah, there's no place for me to actually upload anything. Like I already explained the whole YouTube thing. Yeah. So like I said, it's a bunch of whiny people. Whiny buttholes. Well, that's not true. They've just been told a lot of stuff that basically, like, AI is ruining the planet and stuff. And it's like, there are situations where it's a bad thing. If you basically like use it. Ugh. Basically, I can see the arguments. I can also see where it's a good thing. I can see the positives of it. I don't. I don't like the whole reasons. When people say that basically it's like when somebody uses AI because it's cheap and easy to do. It's like, I hate those arguments because it's not cheap. Like it's still expensive. You can use the free like sampler kind of like stuff, but most of that stuff, the free versions are kind of garbage, if I'm honest. And also, it's not as easy. Like, yes, I get it. Like typing in prompts and stuff like that is easy. Getting things right, the hours that you can put into basically getting the perfect prompt and all of that stuff. It's like, I wouldn't say that that's super creative, but I would still say that there's still an element of creativity in there. I don't see these people. I can still see how somebody can call themselves an artist by doing stuff like this, if it actually produces the exact results that they are looking for. But yeah, the people who basically say, I'm an artist because I said pony, a pony Pegasus, and it made me a picture of a pony Pegasus. It was like, just any pictures of Pony Pegasus. It's like, I don't, yeah, those people aren't artists and stuff. But it's just that lumping us all together in that category is not true. It's just not. Yeah, I hate those arguments in particular. I hate those arguments in particular. It's because basically I can see this because I'm kind of one of these people that kind of has to use it. You know, it's like if I want to see something and I can't draw it, I'm not that good of an artist. Okay, like I will either draw a simple sketch of it, upload it, and then basically, well, now I can upload it because I've got a camera now. Ooh, camera. Yeah, upload it, and it all works. It will basically like refine this picture that I drew into something that I actually wanted to make, and it's like, thank heavens for that, you know, because that's like. It's just like it's exactly what I wanted to see, exactly how I wanted to see it. It's like almost perfect, you know. It's like making photorealistic pictures of the pictures that I drew is amazing because that's exactly how I see it in my brain, in my head, and it's like that's incredible. That's amazing. That should be amazing technology, right? But yeah. Like people saying that's like, oh, you're not a good enough artist, so you make AI do it, and it's like, yeah, it's like, well, that makes you a bad person somehow. It's like, how? You know, it's like, you know, basically doing the same thing to my own photographs, and like making people happy by basically doing things that I can't actually film myself doing because I'm not that shape and that isn't actually possible and stuff like that. You know, it's like I can't film that stuff. I can't, with the limited resources that I have, basically like make those videos. Like this is a way to actually make those videos, even if they are only 7 seconds long. You know, and it's like that's yeah. Oh, I'm trying to remember. There's like there is like a couple of artists. I don't know if I should name them. Like people might be able to get it from context clues and stuff because they do like a bunch of my stuff that I do post on Tumblr and other places. But yeah, like there's an artist that I have worked with in the past, and like they got annoyed at me because I like used a picture that I had sent them in the past to basically like as reference for commission, right? And I might have already told this story. I definitely have said this to a camera before, so I might have told somebody in a video call, maybe Itchy, maybe I don't know. But yeah, I basically they got annoyed with me because I used a picture to do an animation, like, and it's the same reference picture that I sent them to make a commission, and they got annoyed with me because I was using AI, and they basically were like, "If you wanted another commission, then you could have just asked me, you know, like I could do that, and you could pay me, and it would be great, you know, it's like we could really get somewhere, you know, like we can." You don't have to use AI and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, I do, because I can't afford to commission you. Also, I can tell it to do exactly what you do and get like a similar effect that you basically do with your commissions, for a fraction of the cost, because like I said, I'm paying for one of the programs I'm actually paying for to get the videos. So yeah. And also I can, and I can replicate this, and I can change certain features. It is exactly what I'm asking for, and I don't feel like I'm hassling a person. It's like with this AI, and I do realize that people can do this with my stuff as well, and I'm okay with it. I understand why people aren't okay with it, but if somebody wanted like an art piece from me and couldn't afford the $50 basically for a commission, then I am totally okay with them using my pictures combined with whatever their reference pictures are to make their own picture in generation, because they can't afford it. So basically they can ask for exactly what they want, and it's instantaneous almost, and it's basically like, yeah, I totally understand that. I get that. I understand that that's AI taking a part of, taking away some of the work from me, but I personally am okay with that. I understand. This is the part I understand. This is why I'm not super duper, AI is the best and everyone should use AI and stuff like that. I understand the other artists don't feel the same way. I get that. I understand that. Like, I'm on their side. But I also see the other side. You see? So that's the whole AI whole saga thing, and where I stand at it and stuff like that. I do also want to point out, and I know this is going to get, I know somebody is going to get annoyed at this. I'm probably going to find out in about a month or two's time. But I've got an angry email from somebody, or there's a comment left on this thing because somebody's watched this on playback, and they're going to be all like, it's not, exaggerated and stuff like that. But like some of the environmental stuff to do with like AI and video generation stuff has been exaggerated. Like there has been fake news, and there has been like lots of just annoying misinformation about the whole, like AI uses like so much water and like electricity and environmental impacts and all that stuff. I was like, it's like, yeah, all AI does. They are actually figuring out ways to make it not do that. I'm not saying that like these reports are false. I'm saying that they are exaggerated. Okay, like it's just it's not exactly what they say. And I know this because I have delved deep into the research and actually into into individual server farms and stuff like that. It's crazy. Some of the companies that basically using AI are actually like really committed to like only using sustainable electricity in their server farms and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, that's awesome. Their supercomputers are basically like super cooled by other things, not just water. And also, like I said, the race for sustainability and all of the other things that AI is actually working on is amazing. Like they might actually crack widespread tidal technology, like tidal electric engineers, electric engines, and stuff like that. All of that stuff basically is like, and that's that. Apart from fusion, which also AI is working on fusion. Um, like that's also something that AI is working on, and it's just like yeah, it's amazing. Some of the stuff that is actually being researched, and some of the stuff that basically has gone into making, like not all. I totally understand. It still is a big environmental issue, and I get that. But some of the server farms and and supercomputers and whatever factories, basically, like some of those are amazing with the amount of innovation that they're doing to actually build these things, or have built in some cases. There's basically a server farm that's set up in a really rainy place, so that it basically uses and captures to reuse the rainwater, and then when it's done with that, it basically gets super filtered and then sent out. I think this is one near India or something. It's amazing, like the amount of innovation that's going into sustainable engineering technology. It's incredible, and yet everybody's basically focused on the fact that it's bad. We should stop it. It's like computers themselves were bad. We should stop them. No, like that's what they said 100 years ago. But whatever. Anyway, hey Roscoe. What the fuck? I'm getting notifications from Telegram now. They don't go away. I keep setting it to say disappear after so many times, but they just stay on the screen. It's not like the Discord notifications, which just either appear or don't appear. You have to type more to ask me that. You can't just say what. Notices from the server. No, I'm just getting notifications, like the notifications when somebody joins the server and the pop-ups and stuff on my desktops. It's like, like they stay there and they don't go away until I tell it to go away, even though I've set that on my computer to go away after 20 seconds or something. It doesn't go away after 20 seconds, so I have to reset it and stuff. And whereas Discord, like sometimes it always make a noise, but it won't actually. Well, actually, no. Sometimes it doesn't even make a noise. But the pop-up that's supposed to tell me that I got a message and a quick preview of what that message is doesn't always appear. That's why I have Discord notifications off. Well, that's all well and good, but I own a server. Actually, owns like a couple of servers. Like I have a couple of servers on Discord, and when you are the admin and stuff, then you kind of need to know when things are happening. Yeah, if I'm actually at the computer. So yeah. So I have to have notifications on for those, and also for direct messages. But that's it. That's all the notifications I get. I don't have notifications on at all on my phone, because I did used to do that, but yeah. I think I'm going to go pee, and then I'm going to come back, and I'm going to get the other half of the case, because it is starting to bug me. And I know I'm supposed to be looking for another phone case, but honestly, I don't think I can afford it. So I think I'm just gonna go get the other half of the case and then actually put it on the phone, because I'm annoyed now. That's annoying me. But yeah, also I have to go and pee. I have to go pee. This does mean that I have to sacrifice all of the warm air that's in my office. Ugh. -6 degrees C. I don't know what that is. Yeah, I'll be right back, and then I'm gonna do that, and then I'm probably gonna go. Oh, look at the pretty snow, isn't it nice? Oh, the heating in the house was so... Oops. That's magnetic. The heating in the house was so nice. Because I've got the heating on set to 20 degrees C, which is optimal temperature for humans, so that Damon wouldn't be so cold when he got in. However, he's not coming back tonight, he's going back tomorrow. So yeah. Okay, this is the screen cleaner. It's got like a wet wipe and then a dry wipe. It doesn't say which one to use, it just says use the provided thing before you attach that. Oh, okay. So I don't have to use the second one if the screen like dries itself really quickly. I can just use the first one. Okay. What are you up to, Roscoe? What are you doing? How you doing? So yeah, shall I take that off? No, I will fold the screen because I can do that. It's so pretty. I should probably, yeah. See, that just feels like it's gonna. I don't know. I should open it first, idiot. not with just one hand. I remember sandwiches and bread. Ew, that's alcohol-y. That means I should work super duper fastness. Wow, it's very wet, isn't it? Okay, I'm gonna use the dryer. Ooh, it's revealed a scratch. See the problem with the edges that I was talking about? Although, I think I was talking about that with Don, not you guys. Ew, I nearly touched the fingerprint sensor. Shouldn't do that. Oh, cool. Right. Absolutely sure that none of my fingerprints are on this anymore. What is that? Oh my god, this is impossible. Right, I think that's good. Try not to breathe any dust on it or something, you know. So you're watching the plot. You're not watching it for the plot. You're watching fat dudes looking for Bigfoot. Yep, there are lots of those in America. I'm just doing it. I'm going for it. Right, so you peel this off. Okay. Phone case is done. So I'm just making sure it's definitely on. And also, I'm going to use the rest of the wet wipe on the main screen. Because my greasy hand has been all over the main screen. Although it just does seem to be smearing it. Doesn't really seem to be helping. Probably going to get told off by somebody at some point, basically saying, like, oh my god, don't do that. You'll damage the main screen and the big screen. Because it has a giant screen. Yeah, see, it's all smeary now. But yeah. It's like, it's fully protected. But yeah. Neat. I do like the other phone, because it's two phones, basically. Like, the front phone has, like, a speaker and another speaker. So that when you're watching things on it, it basically has kind of surround sound. I just thought that was cool. Anyway. It's a very nice phone. It's very nice. I still would like a better, chunkier case. Yeah, that's weird, because my dressing gown is basically, you know, my robe. It's basically microfiber almost. it looks like it does a better job than the actual screen wipe. I've actually been like really hesitant to fold it back up, so it basically does go around my house just like this. The phone does. But of course, when I take it outside, which I won't be doing for a while, it seems, then it does fit in my pocket like a phone. So I do wish that I had a chunkier case. Like way chunkier. Just it does not feel protected at all. It feels like if I drop it, it's definitely going to be destroyed instantly. Even though my other phone, like I never dropped that much at all. Like once or twice a year, it got dropped. You know, it fell on the floor actually. And it was in a really, 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 really thin case. Only because, like, when you have folds and flip phones and stuff, you can't really make a case for them that is super protective because it needs to, like, you need to be able to actually get to the screen, and the screen's a big thing. So it's like it's a big surface. There's no way of actually protecting that without basically maybe like putting a slip-on like case on either side. And even then that would kind of interfere with the actual screen itself. So yeah, it's a thing. They make the Samsung phones though. Like I said, my old Samsung phone, I straight up sat on that. I forgot that was in my back pocket a couple of times, and I straight up sat on that, and it was fine. So yeah, like it has to be like 5 years, 6 years, or something that I had that phone. But yeah. Well, what did you say? Or Tunby, I gotta show you the YouTube channel Cocoa Butter. Cocoa Butter. A bunch of people compete to see who food tastes the best out of them. Okay. That doesn't sound that interesting, but okay. I'm not really into cooking shows. Right. I found DS. Ha 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 ha. That's funny. I think when you saw the old phone, the old flip phone, I mean, I also compared it to an SP. So yeah, I was actually trying to find a phone case for that was the SP, because you can actually get like a phone case. Well, you could get, like you might be able to right now, get a phone case that looks like an SP, although probably not, because now the modern day iteration of the flips, they have their entire other surface, the entire square surface, when they're folded down, is actually another screen. Whereas my one and the one before it basically had just a little strip next to the cameras, and that was another screen. So it had like an outside screen and an inside screen, you know. Like this takes it to the extreme, of course, because this has another phone. You use that, and that's a phone. But inside, you've got the tablet. So yeah, when you open it up. But because I want to use that for as long as possible, and I actually want to like not fold it at all when it's in the house, and then only fold it when it's in my pocket. I'm not so a fan of the DS. Like, I'm okay with, like, you know, I'm okay with it existing and stuff. I just I just eh. Like, I don't know. I don't really play that many games. I used to like it for Sudoku. You know, the brain training game used to have a Sudoku game on it. And I used to basically like using it for Sudoku, but that's it. Like, I don't really think I played anything on the DS. You did upgrade from, yeah, I already read that. Jeez, Tubbs, you make it sound like I'm illiterate. Sorry? Do better? Oh, I should take that on that calendar. There you go. That was kind of anticlimactic. I was expecting basically a big spider to be behind it or something. All the ratties of last year. Because it was a rat calendar. See? It also has the price on it still. That's quite funny. I like that. I don't know what calendar I've got this year because basically so I was just trying to find a place to put that like against the trash. Yeah, basically like every year Damon gets like a couple of calendars for the house. We get one upstairs and one that goes on the fridge, right? So he gets a couple of calendars for Christmas usually, but he usually ends up getting an extra one, and I get to pick which one goes in here if he gets an extra one. So yeah. Okay, I've been on for more than an hour now, and it was supposed to be a quickie, and I'm kind of like stoked on that Nutella pita bread idea. I better go in the house, and I've got no Nutella. Like I've forgotten I've eaten it or something. That would be typical. But yeah, anybody got anything else they want to say or ask me or whatever? Now is times. I do like that it's magnetic, like this little ridge in the middle. Like that is actually magnetic. It kind of like connects to the other side of the phone case when you close it, which is pretty neat. All the smeariness. Huh. Yeah. Right. Right, so that's a no. Everybody good? We all good? Okay. Yeah. I will try to be back. It's not tomorrow, but probably the next day ish, maybe, kind of. And yeah, if you are a patron, then like enjoy the Telegram archive. I am trying to upload everything to the archive, but of course I do actually have some files that are bigger than 4 gig, which means that they can't actually. Is it? I'm pretty sure it's gig. I'm pretty sure I just looked this up. Yeah, which means that I can't actually upload those. But yeah, everything else though can easily fit on the archive on Telegram, and yeah. I'm thinking I might be able to post the link on Discord. Don't I have a patrons only room table on Discord? Let me see if I can do that real quick. Like now. Invite links. Okay. Good Discord. Yeah, no, I was just thinking that. Wow. Okay. I posted it. Oscar, you don't need to join it. I think you've got everything that's on it. I haven't like captioned and labeled everything on the archive because that would take forever. Seriously. Like I did think about that, but then it's like if I'm uploading videos in bulk and there are literally thousands of videos, then it's like that would take me forever. So yeah. I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, it's also exclusive. So basically I don't mind people sharing the link, the invite link exactly. I'm pretty sure I posted my Telegram somewhere anyway for anybody to see it, but it is supposed to be exclusively for people who are the patrons or basically my friends and stuff. But yeah, like eventually I'm gonna actually get Twitter to be the host of a lot of the content instead. So yeah, Twitter keeps changing. Like Twitter keeps changing, Every time I'm about to go do something, I then go onto Twitter or have problems logging into Twitter because Twitter's changed something. And then basically, like, it will not allow certain uploads and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, whatever. And then I come back the next week and it's fine, but I'm busy doing something else. And yeah, see, like Twitter's annoying. But yeah, like I said, the idea is that very much like the pictures, that I post like 4 pictures a day-ish, like 3 or 4 pictures a day-ish. I think I only posted 2 today. Them, like, I'm gonna actually drip feed like that, like the pictures, but on Twitter for the videos, because the videos take a while to upload to that. So yeah. You have a basement? You have a house? What? Yeah, anyway. Yeah, I don't know if there's a way of like allowing somebody else to go in and actually like title and label all of the files on Telegram, but I would love, I'm not telling anybody to do this, like I would love it, I would love everybody if they basically, like, they watch a video, then they could do that for me, maybe on Telegram, basically like label it and stuff. But I'm not entirely sure if there's a way to actually do that, you know, edit the post somehow, maybe. Or yeah, because I understand that it's not exactly a it's not exactly a an easy system to work with sometimes, so I get it. I don't know, we'll have to figure that out in the future. Know your parents. Right, well, you said it was my basement. Like, you own the house. Semantics. I get it. It's okay. Right, yeah. I'm gonna go. Because I have to be up in 6 hours. Yeah. I have to be up in 6 hours. Belly rubs. And belly salute. Oh, my tummy's cold. My tummy's cold on the bottom. Because the shirt doesn't fit. Although this shirt has never really fit, so I'm not really, like, taking that as a sign of anything. I got disappointed again. I actually weighed myself, so yeah. Anyway, there was no change. Toodles!